Okay, opening statement. Is that what I'm doing here? Okay. You know, it was a hard-fought game. You know, I'm really proud of our guys' effort. There's certainly no moral victories involved. We wanted to come in here and compete against what is a heck of a basketball team in Michigan, and we did. You know, I was proud of the guys. I think it really came down to the turnover part of things. That was our number one key coming into the game, was to try and stay away from the live ball turnovers. And they got 20 points off of our live ball turnovers, and that was off of our turnovers to our 8. We only had 8 points off of turnovers. So, and that really keyed the end of that first half there. That's what also got them going. So, all the credit in the world to them. They're a great defensive team. You know, they're just a little too much for us today.
Coach, talk about how big of it was with Josh being in foul trouble all game.
Well, we had to battle that. You know, we had to battle foul trouble with him as well as Squeaky. You know, and so it was a bit of a balancing act. But I was pretty happy. We've got a real young team, and you know, I thought Patrick Emlin came in and gave us some real nice minutes. He rebounded the ball real well. I thought he played pretty good defense. You know, he's been coming along nice. So even though there wasn't as much offensive things, there's what Josh could normally give us. I thought Pat did a real nice job, and you know, we had to move JP, Jared Prenny, over to the threesome as well. So it was a bit of a juggling act. You know, we had more than him in foul trouble, but you know, I thought that the guys that came in did a nice job. It hurts. You only have 2 seniors out there. It hurts when one of them's not out there, of course. But it wasn't like the guys coming in behind him didn't play real well.
Coach, Alan Jarrell, Rivals.com, Bronco Blitz. We held their front court, their starting front court, Teskey and Igby Brazdeikis to 7 points. And I thought that's where we might have troubles down low, but it seemed like we played good defense. What do you attribute that to? Was it Seth or a combination of things?
Yeah, I think a little bit of everything. I mean, Seth certainly helps. I mean, you know, he's kind of our version of Teskey. You know, and I think Teskey's just I love that kid. I love watching. I didn't like him today, but I love watching him. And because he's so good in ball screen defense, he's so tall. You know, you get inside, he doesn't foul. I think Coach Beeline and the staff, they do a terrific job in teaching their kids not to foul when you get in there. So you have to earn every point when you get in there. We tried to do the same thing today. We got a little too handsy with our guards. You know, in there, we put them on the free throw line too much.
You think Flowers came in with a chip, and just kind of talk about how he played?
Well, he kind of wakes up with a chip. You know, that's kind of him. And we don't like to say chip in Kalamazoo a lot, by the way. But that's still, you know, he's a confident kid. You know, he's a confident player. He hadn't played in really 2 years. His senior year, he was injured and sat out the year. And then last year he played. We had a real good point guard, Thomas Wilder, and he played behind him. He kind of split time behind him, and was dealing with some personal stuff back home in terms of tragedy. And his mom passed away at the end of the year, so he kind of had 2 lost years in there. So this is really his 10th game for the most part in 2 years. He played real well, had a career high at Youngstown last week, and then came back in today and beat that career high. So he's not scared of the moment. I like having guys like that on our side. Yes.
Matthews, just talk about him. Both halves seem to be the key player for them.
Yeah, you know, he was. You know, the ball just seemed to find him. We could play really good defense. You know, we had some good defensive possessions going. You know, and the ball found him. You know, a couple of times, a big, huge 3 there. You know, towards the end there, and so you know, he's in our matchup for him was Josh, who was in foul trouble. So it was kind of a tough thing for us there. You know, but I thought he was terrific, and then. You know, and then Simpson, of all the times he decides to hit threes, you know, that it's, you know, we were playing off of him. He hit the first one, we're like, it's okay, guys. He hit the second one, and we were like, hang in there. You know, after he hit the third one, our guy that was guarding was like, do you want me to go get him now? Yeah, we probably ought to go get him now. You know, so, you know, those, I thought, but they just hit big shots when they needed to, you know, and then, you know, they got their free throw problem worked out. They hit their free throws in the second half. That kind of kept us in there in the first half with them missing their free throws.
Coach, obviously a loss is a loss, but talk about what a game like this does, the confidence of your guys.
I don't know. I mean, again, we're real young. We didn't, we didn't come here to. I don't know. I'm not big on moral victories, that kind of thing. We came here to compete. We just didn't get the result that we wanted to. And again, it's all the credit. Well, I thought it was a really good game. I thought that the two teams really went at each other. And this group here that you saw compete with the fifth-ranked team in the nation. We're just 2 weeks removed from losing to South Carolina upstate at home. And so it's for us. It's about growth. And we got, like I said, we got a lot of young guys that haven't got a lot of time, and they're trying to find themselves. So confidence, I hope so. I hope so. I guess we'll find out. In about 2 to 3 months.
Coach, it seems